Sports Sunday. It's baseball, and we're going to play the Phillies. So we're gonna go through some sim games before we get to Sunday's actual game. Today's temperature is a little humid today. It's about maybe 76 degrees. Yeah, downloading the live roster. Oh, I forget his name, but we know his last one. Stan Musial, the legend. Oh, wow. Interesting. And they have the Immortals, Career Arcs, Collector, Creative Player, Team Epics, Conquest, Catcher, First Baseman, and Second Baseman. Wait a second. Hold up. Yeah, we're gonna have to fix some things here. You have Kingry here, but in my program, they don't even mention his name. That's wild. We're going to do some things here first. Hold on. I wonder if we can load the roster into the other one. Hold on. Give me a second here. Just hold on. just checking all my players here. See, now they don't have Ben Lively on there. Let me see something here. Okay. We're gonna leave it alone. They keep screwing with it. They keep screwing with the thing. That's why. This 4-game series. Okay. We'll get started in just a moment, folks.
It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting off in the National League East, the Cardinals got 11 hits overall as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 9-3. The win was their 5th straight as a team. The Braves relief pitcher, number 30, collected win number 3 this year as the Braves downed the Marlins 5-3. The Los Angeles Dodgers totaled 11 hits as they took down the Nationals in Washington 5-3. Jake Lamb was clutch with the bat in his hands, driving in 5 runs on 3 hits, leading the Diamondbacks past the Mets 10-5. The Cincinnati Reds combined for 10 hits as a team as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 5-2. Ivan Nova fell short of the shutout but pitched into the 9th inning, not allowing any runs, leading the Buccos to a win over San Diego 2-0. John Gray earned the win, his 4th this season, leading the Rockies to a win over the Giants 4-2. The Jays knocked out 10 hits as a team as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 4-2. The Orioles sent 3 balls into the seats as they got the win, crushing the Red Sox 10-0. The Texas Rangers combined to allow only 4 hits as they beat the White Sox on the south side 3-2. The Royals combined to give up just 5 hits as they defeated the visiting Yankees 2-1. The Milwaukee Brewers had 12 hits as a team as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 7-6. They now have 5 straight wins. Justin Upton had a great day, driving in 5 on 3 hits as the Angels got past the Rays 8-2. The Detroit Tigers allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they bested the Mariners in Safeco Field 4-1. The Houston Astros got 12 hits in this one as they pounded the Indians 10-1. They now have 6 straight victories. And that's what's going on around baseball heading into today's action. Join us again tomorrow for more updates from around Major League Baseball.
Let's hope we can have a better day today. So, I'm not sure if it's raining today. Hold on, folks. Before we get started, need to know the temperature over at St. Louis. Okay. Okay, just making sure. He went cold. This team is on a very good run, but they lost to both the Padres earlier. So we go now straight to Matt Sturgeon and his boys for Sunday baseball on the show. We'll see you
Afternoon
at
baseball
pregame
now on
at the
a lazy
postgame.
Sunday afternoon
So
at
stay
Busch
here.
Stadium in St. Louis. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the St. Louis Cardinals. The Cards have now won 5 consecutive games. They'll aim to continue their winning streak next. Alex Reyes is on the mound for the Cardinals. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike 1. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
Shaping up to be a pretty nice day for baseball. 69 degrees here at first pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
2 balls and 2 strikes to the Phillies catcher.
Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in two that time. And he's set down, one away. With that, here's the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies. Dero, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
This is not even a stat you probably would have even looked at 10 years ago. The fact that this team's last in walks in today's game bodes a lot of trouble. They will swing at the rosin bag. Do not expect this pitcher to come over the heart of the plate in any meaningful position, because he knows he's going to get a lot of swing and miss.
Here comes the first pitch. And he gets the call that time for strike number one. Reyes is kind of an interesting guy when you dig into his starting pitching tendencies. As starters go, he does a nice job of limiting base hits, but what's proven to give him trouble at times is the walk. He tends to issue a lot of free passes, more than you'd like to see.
That's an interesting note, Matty D. And I think one of the things that he doesn't give himself enough credit for, when he falls behind in the count, 2-1, 3-1, he's the kind of guy that's just not going to lay one in there and let you whack it. He'd rather start with a fresh count to a new batter. So I wouldn't look at that as a negative. He just isn't the kind of guy that's real aggressive when he falls behind in the count.
And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a two-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Digging in the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. As you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. The windup and the 0-1. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. Just getting started here in St. Louis. Lifted the other way out to left center. And that's in there, base hit.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
So now Carlos Santana, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Oh and 1, here it comes. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Well, this inning was looking routine, and then with one base hit and a wild pitch later, things are looking a lot different. Now a base hit scores a run, got to reset on the mound and make some good pitches here.
Hernandez stands at second with 2 gone. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Ozuna is under it. And that retires the side. 1 left for Philadelphia. And now the Cardinals get their first shot at it here. No score. Aaron Nola gets the starting assignment for the Phillies. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
You know, Matt, I think this guy really is looking for a redeemer into this one. Went into the 6th inning in his last start, couldn't quite get out of the 6th, ended up taking the loss, and I'm sure that hurt, and he's expecting a lot more out of himself in this start here today.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here's the first pitch to him. Favorable call in there for a strike. Dan, Dero, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, and that's through for a hit.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down in the zone right there below the knee. Offensive player was all over it.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Jose Martinez. First pitch of the at-bat. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike. The 0-1 on its way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. There goes the runner. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
In time as he just gets the tag down.
Well, so much for that first hit of the game. Tried to press their luck and move him up to second with the steal, but it didn't work out.
One out, nobody on. Hit to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, if you're pitching, you better look out for Yadier Molina. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hit in clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything stops in front of him. He plays like the Zen man.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Tommy Pham, as we take a look at the splits between April and May. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Down and away, ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line, but speared on a hop. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Redbirds down quietly, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
And now we'll take a moment here at home plate as he asks for time. In there, 1-1.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
And really stretching out the at-bat as he steps out for a second time. The 1-1. Misses for the second ball.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
And he'll step out for a third time now. Boy, rather indecisive up there. The 2-1 home. Will not catch the zone. Ball 3. And a full count now, 3-2.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
The St. Louis Cardinals attack you on defense in this fashion. And let's focus on the captain of the defense, Yadier Molina. Future Hall of Famer, ability to control a pitching staff and shut down the opposition's running game.
So next to the plate for the Phils, number 4. He brings an average in the 260s into this one. First pitch on its way. A fastball that just misses inside. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. No score here as we play inning number 2. Cold strike on the change, 2-1.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Nick Williams will be next. The 3-1. Takes a strike for a full count now, 3-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Up next will be Nick Williams, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. 2 out, nobody on. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball. The 1-2. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. His past line against Aaron Nola. He's 1 for 3. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Curveball got him swinging for the first out.
So here's how the Phillies are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at first baseman Carlos Santana. Originally came up from the minors as a catcher. Also has dabbled at DH. But don't get it twisted. This guy can handle first base as well with soft hands and big-time power at the plate.
Now at the plate, Matt Carpenter, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a breaking ball over the outer half.
Hey, he's not going to get away with that all day. He's got to find a way to get on top of that ball and bury it.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. The 1-1. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Hernandez takes it in. And that's the second out.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Here's Jed Jerko now. They'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the 2nd. The pitch. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Sharp ground ball to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals, who move to the 3rd with no score. Beautiful day for baseball here in the Midwest. Welcome back to Busch Stadium, home of the St. Louis Cardinals. And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. Here comes the first pitch. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1.
So far, this has been a very good outing for this guy. Listen, he doesn't have the best stuff, but what he needs to do, and he's doing it right now, throwing strikes early, trying to initiate a lot of contact. The more pitches that the hitters see off this guy, the better chance they have to go ahead and square something up. So he needs to continue to attack early and get some quick outs, attack the strike zone on the 1st and 2nd pitch.
There to handle it is Ozuna, and there's one away. So 1 man gone now as we give you a look at the standings in the NL Central as you see where the Cardinals find themselves to this point in the season. Next up will be the Phillies pitcher, Aaron Nola. Here's the first pitch to him. Popped him up. Jerko will take this one, and that's out number 2. Striding in once again, Jorge Alfaro. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And a neck-high fastball that time. The 1-0 is looked at off the plate for a ball.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
3rd inning, no score to this point. Outside, 3-0 now. Odubel Herrera would be next if they can keep this inning alive. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. A changeup over the inside corner. Takes a look at a fastball down the middle for strike number 2. And he'll step out for a moment here, maybe to give his guy a chance to catch his breath in the dugout for a moment. And now in advance of a big 3-2 pitch, time is called at the plate as he'll press the reset button. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Phillies down in order. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian here as it'll be Yadier Molina to lead things off. First pitch on its way. That softly hit to right. Will that get down? Hernandez will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone. So 1 away in the inning, and it's time to check out the standings in the National League East to see where the Phils find themselves entering play today. Standing in, Jerry Mendez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat. Lifted down the line in left. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the approach of pulling the trigger on that 0-0 pitch. I can't imagine that's exactly what he's looking for. The result works. The pitcher can't be too mad.
Into the box, Alex Reyes. Yes, he'll take a look at ball one. Now a bunt attempt here, but a foul ball, 1-1. So 1-1. Now a bunt attempt here, and Santana able to stay with it here for route number 2.
The left fielder, number 23, Marcell.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Marcell Ozuna. He singled his last time up. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Mendez leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Two and two to Marcell Ozuna. The 2-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Still even at 2-2. The 2-2. High in the air down the right field line. Williams giving chase. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Cards leave one. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 is a changeup that drops below the knees for a ball.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
2-1.
That's evidence of a pitcher and catcher being totally in sync out there. That tells me they both know that's a good pitch for him right now.
Ball 3.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Full count to Herrera, 3-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Now batting, second baseman.
Digging in to try it again, Cesar Hernandez. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
You can tell this offense is getting frustrated, but this might be one you have to shower off. When a guy's locating like this, fastball at the knees and to both corners, it's going to be tough for them to do anything with it.
Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Molina has it. He makes the throw to first. 2 down. Here's Carlos Santana now. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Here's a little chopper up the middle, scooped up on the backhand, and he is in there.
Hey, after that base knock right there, he's into double digits, Dero. That's a 10-game hitting streak.
Oh, you talking about double digits, Dan? Now it's getting firm. We're seeing the batting average go up. We're seeing the homers go up. We're seeing the RBIs go up. Everything is moving north.
Maybe getting a little jumpy in the box, so he steps out and asks for time. Into the box now, Rhys Hoskins. Yes, he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Phillies strand 1. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jose Martinez. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. First pitch on its way. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
He's been pitching really well so far in this one as we cruise into the middle innings. One of the big reasons why, 80% first pitch strike ratio. If he continues that, he might be able to finish this one.
Pereira patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
Center fielder number 28, Tommy Pham.
Ready for another chance. Tommy Pham. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Sent on the ground out to second. Hernandez ranges to his left. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home 4th.
Now batting, the shortstop, Paul DeYoung.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
You know, we saw these guys around the cage during batting practice, and they told us they were going to be aggressive. I think this is getting a little ridiculous. They better watch themselves. If they don't start putting balls in gaps, this guy's going to find himself in the 8th inning cruising.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
The next 1-2 pitch. And a fastball just a bit high. The 2-2 is in there. A called strike 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. Through 4. Still tied. 0-0. Settling in now, number 4. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Number 4.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike. 0-1.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
The windup and the 0-1. And that one just missed outside.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
Here's a called strike on the curveball, 1-2.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And as of right now, these guys find themselves in the number 5 spot in that category in the NL. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Nick Williams comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
And he buries a breaking ball that time. Good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
Count is 1-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. Molina gathers, and he makes the throw to first. Williams is retired, 2 down now. And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Changeup stays outside and is behind 2-0. And that's over, 2-1.
You know, he fell behind 2-0, Matty, but he battled right there and got right back in this count. An aggressive fastball, middle of the zone.
Phillies shortstop in front in the count, 3-1. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
That's a nice job to work that walk right there. Even if it doesn't lead to anything on the scoreboard this inning, it prevents the pitcher from having to lead off in the next one. Just one of those small things that might go unnoticed, but in the end, make a big difference.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Aaron Nola. He flew out in his last at-bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. In the air, out to right. Jerko over to his left. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1 left for Philadelphia. Halfway home, still no score. Here's Matt Carpenter as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. First pitch coming. Here it is. 0-1 the count. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 0-2 once more. swing and a miss, and he'll start the fifth the same way he ended the fourth, with a punch out, one away.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Here's Jed Jerko now. As he lifts it in the air to right field. Williams is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. At the plate, Yadier Molina. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And it's fouled away. Molina swings and misses. He's in trouble now, behind 0-2.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Cardinals. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Jorge Alfaro, he'll start things out here in a tie ball game. First pitch on its way. That was a curveball that never really broke, stayed high.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. The 2-1 home. Taken, strike 2. And prior to the 2-2, he'll step out of the box and ask for time. The 2-2. A little bouncer that rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. Now another 2-2. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. A ball and no strikes.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball is coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
Swing and a liner. Foul.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
Towards second. And there's out number 2.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Ready once again, Cesar Hernandez. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Soft liner to the right side. Mendez is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. We are still scoreless. Striding in once again, Jerry Mendez. A base hit in his first trip. The pitch. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Mendez, the native of Mexico. This is his first year at the big league level. Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0. 2 balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter. The 2-1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Santana is there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The batter, Edgar Allen Reyes.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Alex Reyes. He popped out in his first trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
Little flare out to left, and the pitcher's got himself a base hit. So the lineup card turns over with one away following the base hit out of the pitcher's spot.
He came to play today, not just only on the bump right there. He's thrown the ball well, but on the offensive side of the ball, he's able to contribute and help this offense put itself in position to score some more runs.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball down near the shoe tops. Now the 1-0 finds the zone, strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Reyes stands at first with 1 out. A bouncer up the middle. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
He's safe.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
In on the hands a bit with the fastball. It's 1-0. No hits to this point. 2 balls and no strikes.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here. So the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Here's a strike. Weak chopper up the line. That's a foul ball. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Missed with a slider.
With the meat of the order due up next, you can probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
And he fouls this one off. Another full count pitch home. There's ball 4.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with 1 out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
Digging in once again, Tommy Pham. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like this, Matt. Second on the team and runs batted in.
Hey, when a pitcher's put in a tough spot, he's usually going to go to what got him here, and that's this guy's slider. Expect to see that more often.
Behind 0-2 now. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
Line drive to left. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And not in time as the run scores.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
Ready for another chance? Paul DeYoung. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
Well hit to right. Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2.
Ooh, I'm shocked he took that pitch right there. That ain't plus 90s right there. That's mid to low 90s fastball in the honey hole. I'm surprised he didn't pull the trigger on that one.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Cards forced to settle for one. Seventh inning coming up. It's the Cardinals 1 and the Phillies nothing. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. Seventh inning upon us with the Cardinals out on top, and it's time to check out the game summary to see how we got here. So now Carlos Santana. He'll start the seventh, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Well, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. So next to the plate for the Phils, Rhys Hoskins. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike one. One out, nobody on. A swing by Hoskins, and this is driven to deep left. Back goes Ozuna. That one is out of here. This game is tied. Rhys Hoskins with a solo shot. Number 10 for him on the year. And it brings the Phillies back even now at 1 apiece.
Yeah, we're all tied up, and it's anybody's ball game after that blast. We live in that what have you done for me lately world, so that gem he was pitching doesn't mean anything anymore.
There goes Cardinal manager Mike Matheny on his way out to the mound, and he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So a no decision here this afternoon, as it'll be up to the bullpen from here on out.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Cardinals, number 60, Javier. Now batting, number 4.
Standing in now, number 4. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Down and away, ball 1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. So 1-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit the other way out toward right field. Mendez is right there as he takes it for the second out.
The right fielder, number 5, Nick Williams.
Up next will be Nick Williams. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. From the stretch. High in the air into shallow left center. Coming on is Ozuna. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. But the Phils have come back to tie it thanks to this solo home run. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. All even at 1 apiece. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Matt Carpenter. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
I think he's forgotten about sometimes, Matt Carpenter. When we talk about best hitters in our sport, I think he's one of the more underrated offensive players.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Ball 2 now.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to locate something down the zone, get himself back in this count.
3-0 now. The 3-0 pitch is swung on and missed. Strike one.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing.
Full count, 3-2. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Yeah, and as a starter, the last thing you want to do is let it...
Second baseman, and go.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In the dirt here. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And a very big mistake as that'll move the possible go-ahead run into scoring position. Fouled off. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Hoskins is over. Makes the play, one away. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina.
I mean, Yadi, when he first broke on the scene, was a defender first and foremost. You can't say that anymore. I mean, he's evolved into a really, really nice offensive player.
And there are 2 away now. Digging in to try it again, Jerry Mendez. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's set. Here it comes. And that misses low and away. Ball 1. Into the corner and slicing foul. Go ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Inside corner called as strike 1 and 2. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Boy, that was an awfully close pitch right there. I know if I'm on the mound, I want that pitch called a strike. That's one of those that could go either way.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
So no runs here on no hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now, all tied at 1-1. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here.
Your attention, please. These changes for St. Louis. Now pitching and batting in the spot.
Striding in, J.P. Crawford. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th. First pitch coming. Here it is. Tough slider that just catches the corner for a strike. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
And look, Derek, the numbers for our 2 starters here today, with both guys recently departed from the ball game and looking on from the dugout.
Ready for another shot now. Aaron Nola. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a flare out toward right center. Right fielder has a beat on it. 2 gone. 2 very well pitched games thus far. There you see it. Each team with a 1 and a whole lot of zeros. 1-1 our score at this point in the ball game. Things have been tight throughout. Digging in, Jorge Alfaro. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Here's the pitch. Tapped down the line. Knee high, he barehands it. Oh, great job to make a play on that ball, but he's unable to turn it into an out, and the inning will continue.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Comes set with the 0-1. And a fastball just a bit high. Pulled toward right center field. Pham will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Phillies strand 1. Score remains dead. Greg Garcia is up off the bench as he will pinch hit here in the bottom of the 8th in a tie ball game. No balls and a strike to count. Garcia tends to have more success against right-handed pitching like this than he does against southpaws. Could be a comfort thing. Maybe he just picks up the ball a little better, but that's the book on him at this point. Count now a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Crawford has it. And there's one down now.
Now batting, left fielder, Marcell Ozuna.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. Last time through was a base hit. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike.
One of the keys to pitching late in the game's first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. And quickly, there are 2 away.
Now batting, first baseman, Jose Martinez.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Jose Martinez. It was a walk in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1.
I know there's 2 outs right here, but your job as the number 2 hole hitter, especially with the monsters hitting behind you, find a way to get on base. Maybe a little 2-out lightning on the horizon.
Ground ball sent back up the middle, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So now with 2 away, the middle of the order gets to bat with opportunities on base.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater up in the zone and then tried to drop the off speed, but he was on it.
Boy, Mark, that's the oldest trick in the book, right? You use one pitch to set up the other. This guy wasn't having any part of that.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2 coming up on the century mark in pitches now through the first 7 2/3.
And he's going to empty the bucket.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1 left for the Cardinals. Still tied 1 apiece. Harrison Bader is into the game as a defensive replacement now as he takes over in right. Now batting, Cesar Hernandez. He'll go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie. First delivery to him on the way. Line drive to center field. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game. The ninth inning's underway with a leadoff man aboard via the single.
Well, there's no denying he was all over that fastball. That's what we like to refer to as a little bit of an ambush. 0-0 heater gets turned around.
So now Carlos Santana, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. Go ahead run at first, nobody out. The 1-0. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. The 1-1 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. There to handle it is Ozuna, and there's one away. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. There's one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Jerko will take this one, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, number 4.
Now at the plate, number 4. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Here's the first pitch. Down the third baseline. This is foul for the first strike. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Not much to say about that swing other than it should have never happened.
And he strikes him out on a good pitch, so 1 run can win it as we head to the bottom of the inning. 1 left for Philadelphia. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder.
Leading off to the bottom of the ninth, the shortstop.
Adam Morgan enters to do the pitching, and best-case scenario for him is to push this one into extra innings.
Number 46.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Now the 1-0. Skied into very shallow right. Williams is there. 1 away. So his day fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Phillies starter, and he'll be very happy with how the day went. Here's Matt Carpenter, the head-to-head with Adam Morgan. He's hitless in 6 tries. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Pulled toward right center field. Herrera's there. 2 down.
The batter, number 3, second baseman.
At the plate, Jed Jerko. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
It jumps off the page at me. He's found that power chord. Hit some huge homers for the Cards.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. The 1-0. A bouncer to the left side. Crawford gloves it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Greg Holland takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings. First offering on its way. Lifted the other way out to left center. On the move is Ozuna. 1 down. And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Swinging a hard hit ball down the line in right. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And he is into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run. And he needed extra innings to get it, but there's his first hit of the game, and that'll keep the hit streak alive and kicking.
Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball, right? You go extra innings, that lineup turns over, and was able to get him 1 extra AB.
Yeah, and he'd be lying right now if he said he wasn't thinking about it. The boys hooked him up right there. Pitching staff extended the game a little bit. 1 more plate appearance, and he extends the hit streak.
Stepping in now, Adam Morgan. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
He tried the surprise attack there with a bunt with a runner on base. Hey, he gets thrown out, but it works just as good as a sacrifice.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jorge Alfaro. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much. 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Hey, I have no problem with that take right there. Reliever coming in, you haven't seen this guy for a while. Gives yourself a chance to calibrate what he's got.
Behind 0-2 now. Shot back up the middle. And despite being down 0-2, he delivers anyway with a big base hit. Trotting in to score is the runner from third, and they've taken the lead with a run here in the 10th.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Dero. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the 2nd inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. And no advance. It's ball 1. Alfaro is off at first with 2 away. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Ozuna is under it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. So now we'll see if these guys can get even in the bottom of inning number 10.
Leading off for the Cardinals,
Hector Neris takes the ball, looking to make sure this game goes no further. Save situation here in inning number 10. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes. Pitch on the way. In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, this has been a completely different performance from the offense that we saw yesterday. They were looking like the 27 Yankees 24 hours ago, but they've been held in check so far in this one. That's kind of how baseball goes, though.
In there, and it's 0-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Not a real good pitch there, 0-2. Probably not what he was trying to do with that fastball. He was trying to miss probably up and away, and he threw that one down into the dirt on an 0-2 pitch. Very rarely are you going to get hitters to chase an 0-2 fastball that's down in the dirt. No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Bases are empty here with two men out. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s, down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming in, and then it just drops off the table. You can get a lot of swinging strikes with that.
Cardinals down to their final strike here. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Popped him up. And he'll make the final out to put an end to this one, and the Phillies will put an end to their 3-game skid as this ball game is over.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
Pitching and defense game, 2-1 the final score this afternoon. Adam Morgan earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Hector Neris earns the save out of the bullpen, his 2nd. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
What a game that was. Hector Neris puts it away, at least in this game. Let's take a look at the highlights in this defensive battle. Top of the 5th, Kingery was called out on strikes looking at a fastball. Reyes was giving us fits throughout the game.
For St. Louis, 1 run, 5 hits, with 1 error. They left 5 men on.
Next Monday, again, this is in the top of the 6th. Alfaro struck out swinging late on a fastball. Harris was doing great. But then, Pham hit a sacrifice fly to left field. He just wasn't fast enough, and that was their only points of the game. Came at the 6th. St. Louis Cardinals 1-0. However, Hodgkins goes deep to left. 1-1, top of the 7th. The game's tied. Later out, Aaron Nola strikes out chasing a curveball. He was amazing today. Then they grounded out to center for a single at the top of the 10th inning. Philly score. And then Bader popped out to the center field. Game over. Philadelphia wins 2-1. Winning pitcher Adam Morgan was able to win this game, just 1 pitch. The losing pitcher, Holland, with that loss. Eric Nettles with his 2nd save. Reese Hopkins 1 for 4, 1 home run. Crawford with 2 base hit. Dan Taylor Hernandez 2 for 4, single, and Carl Santana 1 for 4. St. Louis tried everything, but the strikeouts were just too much. So that's pretty much it. We'll see you guys later on. Pretty good win for Philadelphia. We face off Atlanta starting tomorrow. We'll show you the Wednesday game on our sports special. Thank you for watching. We will see you guys for this game Wednesday for Atlanta versus Philadelphia at home around 3 o'clock. Until then, we'll see you guys later. And don't forget our regular schedule with our day. You will have a special premiere that will premiere either on Saturday or Monday or Tuesday of next week. And that special premiere is another game. It will be the last game of the summer until other announcements come out. Until then, we'll see you guys Tuesday, if not Wednesday later on. Thank you for watching. We'll see you guys when we see you later.